Hey everybody, John here. Let me first apologize for not having a regular episode of Case Cracked for you guys, but to be honest, I just am having trouble focusing on anything outside of what has happened in Las Vegas on October 1st, 2017. And it's tough because I see media running in every which direction, doing one of a few things. I see many cases of people dusting off their same old soapboxes to present some type of political agenda. I see media scrambling to explain this, why it happened, to find answers, to look into this person's background. I'm not even going to state his name. I see people running, is what I see in terms of the media on this case. And I don't want to do that. I want to take a moment and appreciate the fact that we're looking at, as of right now, at least 59 lives lost. Lives that we don't know the names of, we don't know the ages of. From pictures I'm seeing, some of these people seem to be fairly young. And from photos, I'm seeing men, women, people of all types. And it's terrible. It's horrible. I feel at this point, I'm kind of angry. I'm angry with the coverage I'm seeing on it. I'm angry with the semantics that I'm seeing being debated about it. So I don't want to do the same thing and dust off my soapbox and try to pull my preconceived notions out. And now that I've got your attention, because we're talking about a topic that all of us care about, I'm going to pull you over to my little belief structure and try to teach you why I was right the whole time. I just wish media was more self-aware with that kind of stuff, but they're not. They are blowing right past and speeding right through the heart of this story, which is those people and their experience. And admittedly, I'm sure we're going to get some insight into that as time goes on. But in honor of their experience, I wanted to take a moment and just share with you guys what Las Vegas means to me. Last week was my 14th wedding anniversary. My wife and I got married in Las Vegas, in the top of the stratosphere, in a chapel overlooking downtown, a view similar to what you're seeing back here. The first time I got to see one of my favorite bands in the world, U2, was in Las Vegas, also at an outdoor concert. The last time I was in Las Vegas was to see another of my favorite bands, once again at a concert. Quite honestly, going to concerts in Las Vegas is one of my favorite things to do. A lot of my happiest moments, memories that I hold and cherish dear, including, of course, my wedding day, come from Las Vegas. And that's what makes this really hard for me when I'm looking at this, because that's what these people were doing. They went there in particular to have a good time, to maybe make some new memories with their family, and to have that shattered in this way. That is where I see the real tragedy in this story. People are going to look for answers, and I don't believe that we're ever going to find an answer. And even if you did, is it an answer that's going to be suitable for all of us or give us some way to understand what this person has done? I seriously doubt it. Look at the tragedies that we've had in the past. Look at the answers we've gotten from those. It's never enough. The answer is just, it's not going to be enough. But I just feel for 60 families that are having to deal with this. From what I'm seeing right now, up to 500 people that are dealing with injuries directly from this. But more than that, 22,000 people that were at that concert that will never look at Las Vegas the same way again. A place that it's so unique because it means so many different things to many different people. What type of place is there like that in America, where you could have bachelors and bachelorette parties, and those things can be as tame or as wild as you want them to be, happening alongside great family vacations and memories and seeing animals and taking trips to, the M&M factory or the Coca-Cola store, or going to see a Cirque du Soleil show. I mean, there's so many. It's such a unique cultural thing that Las Vegas is. And to see it tarnished in this way because of someone wanting to pull attention is really a shame. And pulling attention for what? And nowadays, it is easier than ever for us to put our opinions out about whatever's motivating us, if it's political or if it's religious or whatever the excuse that will eventually be told is. Start a Facebook account, start a YouTube channel. You can get your opinion out there. What is this that we have to come to something like this? I'm really struggling with it today, and I know a lot of people are struggling with it. I just hope and pray that the people that have been affected by this most, the people that were at the concert and people that were in Las Vegas just this weekend in general, will be able to I don't want them to forget, but I want them to be able to heal from this and to be able to still one day possibly appreciate how special of a place that is and not give up on it, I guess is what I really want to say. Outside of that, there is a GoFundMe that has been started. It is reaching amazing numbers. I've never seen a GoFundMe like this before. I'm pretty sure it's probably already up to $1 million right now. But regardless of that, it's going directly to the families that have been affected. And of course, thank you to my Patreon supporters. We are going to donate to that, even if it seems like a drop in the bucket of what is a giant GoFundMe. I have every hope and expectation that money is going to help someone in dealing with this. There's people that are going to be affected by this for the rest of their lives, people that are not going to be safe or feel safe going to outdoor venues or possibly even going to Las Vegas at all, people that are going to need counseling. There's a lot of after effects from something like this. So, of course, we're going to do what we can to try to help with that. But I just wanted to take a moment to slow it down with you guys, an audience that I believe is different than a lot of the audiences that I'm seeing the mainstream media articles be written for. I don't see this as a matter of political affiliation. I don't see this as a matter of religious affiliation. We cover a lot of tragedies on this channel, and a lot of them come down to one person. And one person making a very terrible decision. The reason for that decision it's very often it's not important. It's just the fact that somehow they got to a position where they decided to make that terrible decision and they took the wrong choice on that. And I believe that's what we're looking at ultimately here. So, I even saw someone that I admire quite a bit put out a video about how ridiculous it is to say thoughts and prayers in this case, but I'm saying it. Thoughts and prayers for everyone affected by this. And beyond that, if you've got a few dollars to spare, please take a look in the links below and maybe help that GoFundMe. Don't be blown away by the size of it. We're talking thousands of people that are ultimately affected by this. And I'm fairly confident that money is going to get to the right place to help them. Thank you so much for spending some time with me here today. Once again, I'm sorry just for the general tone of this, but I didn't want to let this pass by. I didn't want to try to slap together an episode where I'm presenting a bunch of facts to you and just kind of regurgitating the current perspective of what mainstream media is doing on this case. Quite honestly, because it's frustrating, if nothing else, to see what they're doing with this case at this point. But if there is anything that I ask of you is just to take a moment and slow everything down and really think about the people. That's what this case is about. It's not about policies. It's not about religious affiliations. It's not about left or right. It's about the people that were affected by one particular person's very, very bad decision. And those people deserve a moment. Thank you, Brain Scratchers. I will see you back on the channel, hopefully resuming normal programming tomorrow. Take care.